yeah, we'll wait just a few seconds here. Hey, Terry. Hey, Morgan. And we'll let everybody jump on and give you kind of an update of how things are looking and what we're going to be doing here in the next couple weeks. Okay? Hope everybody's doing well in your self-quarantined place. Give a few more seconds, a couple of people jumping on here on Facebook, and we will continue forward. All of our campus pastors this evening are giving updates as kind of to what's happening, what's going on at our campuses. And so looking forward to sharing with you that we do have a plan, and excited to see what's going to come from that here in the next couple weeks. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and begin, and first off, I just want to kind of give you some encouragement. I think a lot of people right now are just asking the question, like, what do we do next? What are things going to look like? Not only in the context of church, but in the context of just life. Today, the announcement was made that Kansas schools will be taking a break or suspended ultimately till the end of the year. And so having a teacher in the house, I know that that's a big question for us in our home, but also families that are single parents and different things like that. But we're going to be talking about here in a moment some of the ways that we're wanting to reach out to those particular people and help them out. And so excited as well for that. Okay? But for me, one thing that I've really been resting in lately is Psalm 62. And if you haven't read Psalm 62 in a while, it's just really been kind of the place that I've been sitting lately in this whole week of just, it seems like every time you wake up, every time you turn on the news, something new is coming, something new is happening. But it didn't catch God by surprise, right? And so with that, for me, Psalm 62 says this in verse 8. It says, "Trust in him at all times, you people. Pour out your hearts before him, for God is your refuge." And I think this is an awesome place and an awesome opportunity for us to say, yes, God is my refuge, right? This is the place I'm going to rest, and this is the place that I'm going to allow him to hold me and work through some of these just kind of questionable times, if you will. All right? But also one that we've kind of been talking about as a staff is James 1:2. And it says this, it says, "Dear brothers and sisters, when troubles of any kind come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy." And I know that this, may not seem fully like a time of great joy, but this is an opportunity for great joy. And this is an opportunity for movement in the church and movement in even our lives as followers and believers of Jesus. Okay, so a couple of the first things that I want to share with you, kind of three areas that we're really going to hit tonight that we want you to kind of think about and process with us of what we're going to be doing in those particular places. All right, so the first one is our Sunday services. Obviously, that's going to be a big question for many folks, especially with the school closings and different things like that. The next piece is church friends. We use that language here for people connecting and intersecting our lives and different things like that, and we want to continue that even though we are in this place of kind of isolation, if you will. All right. And the last one is kind of our community outreach. How are we going to reach our community? How are we going to be the hands and feet of Jesus at an opportune time, really, for us to express that and love on our community? And so those are the three things that we're going to cover here in the next few minutes. All right. So the first one, again, Sunday services. What are we going to begin to do on our Sunday services? Well, I want to let you know that we have an 8-week plan kind of processed out, but that 8-week plan is going to be evaluated each week. Okay, and so it may change as we move forward, but we at least want to have a plan and kind of a strategy in place for what that looks like. All right, so in that, starting even this Sunday, our services will move to online. Okay, so we will have online gatherings. And in that, we're going to look at some creative ways to, bring you in and make that more interactive than just simply watching a video. And over the next couple weeks, we're working to put different things in place of how we can make that as much of a worship service as it can be in the context that we're in. All right? And so again, starting this week, we will be doing online services and holding our services in the way of Facebook Live and on Facebook. So Instagram folks, if you're not on Facebook, I want to encourage you, go to Facebook, New City Church Merriam, and follow us there so that you can keep track of some of the things that are going on. All right. The next piece is that we will continue to have opportunities for you to connect online. Okay, one of the things that we're kind of excited about even is that we are going to get some little yard signs made that are saying something along the lines of, we encourage you to join us online, and then have our New City website there so that folks can come there and be a part of those Sunday services. In addition to that, we want to encourage you to ask your friends to gather in. You know, this is a great opportunity for them to maybe experience a New City service or a New City teaching, but they don't have to necessarily come on that particular Sunday morning. They can watch from the house and from home and come and be a part of that service. Okay? But we will continue that as far as, that's how we're going to continue to communicate on Sunday mornings and our Sunday morning services. We're also partnering up with our Kids City team and how we can give you resources, whether that be through email or through our Facebook pages, that you will be able to do with your kiddos that will go along with the message that we're sharing and how we're doing that and what we're doing. Okay, as far as time, those particular things will be released at the same time that we do our Sunday services each Sunday. All right? And so, we really want to be in a place that we help flatten that curve, right? And so we believe at New City that this is the chance for us to help in that, and to, by not meeting, and so online will be our gathering place for the next couple weeks. All right, and we'll keep you up to date if anything changes on that, but that's where we're going to be here in the next few weeks. Now, here's the fun thing. All right, we'll continue our series in Mark. We'll finish that up in the next couple weeks. We then have Palm Sunday, and then we have Easter. You know, and Easter may look a little different this year, but the interesting thing is that shortly after this, we also have a series that we had titled, and we did this about a month ago, so it's even, kind of ironic, if you will, but it's called Interrupted, and it's all about how the Lord interrupts our life for growth and for those type things in our life. And so we'll be walking into and stepping into that series as we move forward through these next couple weeks. All right? And so we will keep you up to date as possible for those things and what Sunday mornings will look like. As soon as we can gather again, we will definitely let you know that. If there's changes in what that looks like, we will definitely let you know that as well. All right? So while we're kind of transitioning to this place of keeping church friends, I want to make sure and encourage you, like if you're not getting our weekly emails, okay, often titled CityWire, if you're not getting those things, I would greatly encourage you to shoot me an email, all right, ray.peoples@newcitychurch.com, and we want you to get as much communication as you possibly can. All right, so whether that's here on Instagram, whether it's here on Facebook, or that email, we really want to put that email in place for you so that you can keep up to date with the things that are going on. Okay, so shoot me an email if you're not getting those weekly updates and emails. Okay. All right, the next thing is church friends. Like, we want to continue to build community, though we are in this place of social distancing, right? And the thing we don't want you to hear is this: social avoidance, right? There's a difference between social avoidance and social distancing. So we have opportunity actually to connect. And I think in this, we can even strengthen our connection as a church family by taking care of and loving on one another. Okay, so a couple of the things that we're going to do here. The first is this: we have a vision statement that we want every person to know that they are known, right, within the context of our church and the context of New City. And I think this is even going to strengthen that a little bit as we move forward. All right, so there's a couple things that we're going to be doing here. All right, the first one is this: is we want to provide multiple ways to engage our church friends, right, for you. And so we're going to be looking at doing some online Bible studies that will start at a certain time using the technology that we have, and you can jump in and join us for those times of interaction and connection. All right, but also we know that there's going to be needs, right? There's going to be financial needs, there's going to be material needs, there may even be some emotional needs. And so in that, we have created, and it'll be going up, I believe, even tonight, a Facebook group called New City Better Together. And this is across all 4 of our campuses. And the hope and the goal is that in this Facebook group that you can post particular needs that you have or particular things that you might be able, resources that you might be able to give. So the joke, we were joking about it even today in staff meeting. The joke is like toilet paper. You know, if you have an abundance of toilet paper and somebody posts on there, hey, I'm actually out and the stores are out, that we would come alongside each other and share those things in such a way that everybody is taken care of. And so again, that Facebook group is going to be called New City Better Together. There's going to be a link on each of our Facebook pages of each campus, but it will be for all 4 campuses coming together and taking care of and loving on each other. Okay? Also, there will be a form that will go live tonight because we know sometimes those things are personal to you that you may not want to share in a large group of people. But hey, I have this particular need that I have. And so we're going to have a form there that you can fill out that will then come to our staff. All right. And our staff will filter that down to the proper people to help take care of that particular physical need that you might have. All right. But we want to come together as a church family, arms locked, and love each other through this time. Okay. Another thing that we're going to be doing is creating kind of a telephone call. They used to be called prayer chains, right? Something along those lines for you. And so we have asked a couple different people that will be kind of the host of those particular groups. They'll have 5 to 8 couples that they're going to be calling and checking up on and encouraging them, but also asking you, is there anything that you need, anything that you want? Have you gotten sick? Different questions like that, just so that we can, again, everyone be known and know that they are known, right? And so we can even strengthen that as we move forward into this next season. Okay? And so if you get a call from a number you don't know, and they leave a message and say, hey, just checking up on you, that is our New City folks at our Merriam campus calling you and wanting to know, hey, how can we help you? Is everything going all right? And here's the part that a lot of people are maybe fearful of, is this, okay? We don't know if you don't tell us. Right? In other words, if you don't share with us that you have that particular need, it's going to be really hard for us to help us or help you. But also, we don't want you to get behind in your bills or get behind in what you need, so much so that we then are not able to help you. And so if you find yourself in a place of financial need, if you find yourself in a place of material need, please let us know. Let those particular individuals that are calling you, let them know that that is the need that you have. All right? And so we want to encourage that. Also, on all of our Facebook pages at all of our campuses, we're going to have kind of daily and weekly different Facebook Lives that are going to be from the standpoint of devotionals or in just encouragements and different things like that. Those will be popping up throughout the day. And we just want to, again, encourage you to abide, sit with Jesus. But we know that that can be hard during this time. So perhaps you want to sit down with us and begin to walk through some of those things together. All right, and so those Facebook Lives will be scheduled. We'll be putting a schedule out, kind of a weekly thing. Hey, here's what's coming up this week for you to jump in and be a part of. All right, so that might be a city group online. We're going to use the awesome technology that we have, whether that be Zoom calls. And if you're not familiar with Zoom, basically it's a video conferencing thing that we can bring into about 100 people into that conversation and meet together and walk through a book or a particular book of the Bible and different things like that. But that schedule will be coming out to you here in the next week and a half. Okay? Different ways that we can connect as community, though we are in this place of kind of separation, if you will. All right? The other thing is this, okay? If you have people in your community or somebody that you know that we can reach out to, we would greatly encourage you to let us know, right? This is an awesome opportunity for us as a church family to be the hands and feet of Jesus into our community. We also have a vision statement that our city will be better because we are in it, right? And so that leads me to my third point and last point kind of here is our community outreach. Okay, we have amazing opportunities to tap into our community and to share those things with us. So one of those things that we do and we have continued to do is our Harvesters Food Pantry. You might be like, well, that is surely getting canceled. But Harvesters sent out a thing this past week that said the mobile food pantry is one of the best ways for us to distribute food during this time. All right. Now there's some obviously some specifications that are going to change. We will need to wear gloves. We will need to wear masks. But at the same time, there is minimal, if you will, interaction and contact. And so in that, it's a great way for us to provide this need to our community. And I can tell you that more and more folks are going to need that element of food. And so not this Saturday, but the next, I want to encourage you, come be a part of that with us to help serve our community in a time where our community really is going to find itself in a place of need. All right? And if that changes in the next 2 weeks, we'll let you know, and we'll keep you up to date on whether that has been canceled or not. But at this time, it is one of the best ways for Harvesters to distribute food to the community and those in need. So that will continue. But also, we want to encourage you to get to know your neighbors. We had a quote going around today, this idea that you should know if your neighbor has the coronavirus. In other words, you're checking in on them enough and caring for them enough that they know that you love them and want to reach out to them. All right? Now, in that, we want to come behind you and support you in the same capacity. So if you have someone in your neighborhood who has a physical need, who has a need that maybe can be met by our church, we want to help you to provide the resources and tools you need to meet that person's particular needs that they have. Okay? That was a lot of needs. I also understand that we have a lot of pregnant ladies in our church. We also have a couple folks with kind of some immune type things. And so if that's you, if you're needing help from us, please let us know. Again, we're not going to know unless you let us know. Okay? So we want to encourage you to let us know about those things and the needs that you have. All right? So I think from the standpoint of kind of what those things are going to be looking like, how can you then be connected to know these things are going on? All right, so the first place, again, is Facebook. It's going to be kind of the main push and element that we're using. Our Instagram's still new, and there's not a ton of people using it, all right? But our Facebook, we have a lot of folks on there. If you're not on either one of those social elements or social media, and you need us to connect, then send me an email, ray.peoples@newcitychurch.com. But this is a great opportunity and a great place for us to continue to love one another and connect one another, even though that we're in this place of kind of this social separation, if you will. All right? But we want to follow the guidelines of what folks have laid out before us as a community, and we want to care for those people around us. All right? So the next piece I have for you is this. Do you have any questions? It looks like the comments are maybe not working, so on my end. So if you have questions, again, you can email me, ray.peoples@newcitychurch.com. And so there's that. All right? But again, we love you. We are praying for you. And if you, again, have any needs, please let us know. I will stay on for a few more seconds if you have any questions right now that you want to ask. One piece that I think I missed was your D groups and our city groups that were planned to start. Okay? A couple things there that you need to know. D groups will continue, but we are, again, flattening that curve. We're going to meet virtually. So you will have a Zoom login that your leader will send to you, and you'll still be able to meet online there together and walk through your particular meeting. Okay? City groups that we were going to start, those will continue, and we will send out invites for you to join in on that via Facebook Live and also via Zoom. Okay? Another piece, sorry, a couple of comments are popping up here. How many weeks online? So, Terry, currently we are looking at the next, we have an 8-week plan. For now, we know that the school systems have said 2 weeks for us being in the school, 2 weeks for sure. and we are going to wait to hear what they're going to say as far as the schools being closed for the rest of the year now, and what that looks like for our meeting space and some different things like that. So for now, I would say for sure till April 5th we will be online, and Lord willing, we'll be able to meet together on that Easter Sunday. Okay? Yeah, so comments coming in still here, a couple comments. The other piece is that we had 2 teams that were coming up from Arkansas to help us next week. They have canceled, and so that's all right. I fully understand. I get it. In addition to our egg hunt that was supposed to be on April 5th, community egg hunt that we had just started promoting, we will probably also need to cancel that. Considering we can't have a group larger than 10, we will probably not have that as well. Okay? All right. Well, I'm going to pray for us, and then I will let you go on with the rest of your evening. Again, if you need something, please let us know. We will be calling you in the next couple days, asking how you're doing. Can we help you out? What do you need? And we will do our best to love on you and care for you and continue to move forward as we walk through this kind of bizarre place that honestly none of us have ever been here, right? And so we will continue to walk hand in hand, 3 feet away, but we will walk hand in hand forward into what this looks like. Because again, I think there is great opportunity in this for us to be the hands and feet of Jesus. And the last thing I would say before I pray here is I would encourage you to understand that there is tension all around right now. And as followers and believers of Jesus, I think this is a great opportunity for us to take 2 words: be nice, right? And we can be nice to those around us, be nice to those that are serving you at restaurants. Maybe even if you have the means, tip a little more and give generously to those around you and the things and the places that you're going, because those folks are